Hello and welcome back to Getting Down to Business podcast. We are joined today by Victoria Robertshaw, who is from the Green Street Initiative. Welcome, Victoria. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, nice to have you. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. So can we just first of all start, what is the Green Street Initiative and what are the benefits that our businesses can get from it?
Yeah, definitely. So the Green Street Initiative, it actually started in London at the Retail Sector Council, and it was all about how can we help support smaller businesses on our high street be greener. And the thing that came out of it, this information that was available was really complicated. Even I was continually Googling, trying to understand what these scopes meant and all this stuff. And we were like, gosh, we've got to make this simpler. We haven't got small businesses, and I've run a small business myself and grew one. You don't have time for that. So it's okay, let's make it really easy. And what we'll do is we will get some basic principles for people to follow and some really good actions that will work. And we did that. We got a website, it's there, Green Street, lots of great information on it. But then it was like, well, we kind of, this is kind of what we think, but actually, why don't we kind of speak to businesses and get them to do this, sort of incorporate it, see what the problems are, what extra help they need. So that's why we're in Bradford with the first pilot, which is taking this information advice and actually getting real companies to go through that process. But also what's really special about it and different to other stuff, because there's a lot of people helping businesses just, save carbon and stuff. But we're actually, as part of it, we're giving companies branding stickers that they can put in their window saying working towards a greener Bradford once they've got the plan of what they're doing. So then customers will say, oh, wow, that's business note, it's doing good stuff. I'm going to shop there. And we can start to see for these businesses that are becoming more sustainable, get more customers.
Excellent. I know quite a lot of our big member businesses are already signed up to the initiative, which is great sort of for this round. If there's further sort of funding for this project and things, how would other businesses go about signing up to the initiative?
Yeah, so the next phase of the website is just launching this week, actually. But even now, they can go to www.greenstreet.org.uk, and there's like a join us. The registration's still open, because the more companies that kind of want to do it, then, like you say, we can look to see how we can get funding to help them, basically.
Brilliant. I know we briefly discussed in another meeting that you've sort of partnered up with the platform Maybe, a social media platform that can also help our businesses. What sort of does that entail, and what are the benefits for the businesses to join that?
Yeah, definitely. So what we found, in the research we were doing, it's like nowadays, it's like 68% of customers, consumers spend over 3 hours a day on social media. It's saying, when you look at Bradford and you say, well, let's take a business there, one that's listed on Google, basically only 20% of Bradford businesses are actively using social media to appeal to their customers. And there's some businesses are great, and using it really well, whereas some, we kind of said, actually, this is really important. This is what your customers are looking at. This is how you need to communicate all the good stuff you're doing. So as part of the kind of, packaging of helping the business become greener, we want them to communicate that to their customers digitally and giving them the skills to do that. And Maybe is a platform that makes it easy. There's lots of training, there's advice, you can put your post in one place. You can see what other people are writing that's, people are looking at, so you can adapt your posts accordingly. It's good.
Excellent. And there's a bit of an offer for sort of big member businesses, particularly through Green Street. And what is it that they can get for on the Maybe platform?
Well, basically, they get it free for 12 months, basically. It's good.
What could you want?
No catches, nothing. It's just there. It's just, it's almost, you should just sign up, have a go to one of the training sessions, see if you like it or not. But it can really help the engagement. You can, like, say you're a sort of like bookseller, say you're a bookshop, you could look at what all bookshops around the country are posting on social media and what's getting the most engagement. So you can start to learn to adapt what you're putting on. to increase your followers and things. But I just think it is the way businesses, you've got your physical shop and we're great at merchandising our shop windows and stuff. But actually this is about how you do the same thing, digitally to your customers and potential customers.
Absolutely. So we've talked sort of a little bit about the Green Street sort of aims and objectives. How important is it, not just for the sort of businesses, but also just for the local economy in general, and of course the environment?
Sustainability, I think, is I think it's something that can bring everybody together. And I think the way, online has kind of taken over in terms of retail and the impact it's had, I think our high streets and our places need to be much more experiential for customers. There's more than, they're not just coming to buy goods, and I think you're finding, it's really interesting when you're looking, you're finding shops who are now doing coffee and cakes, and there's a real merging of hospitality and retail as you get in that sort of bigger experience. But then to take that one step further, customers want to learn things. Imagine like we had a repair shop on the, a place where they could learn how to repair their own products, a library of things where they could come and borrow things. Imagine if we had sort of little mini urban farms growing herbs and things that the hospitality businesses could then use. So you sustainability can be a great hook to create these customer experiences and bring the businesses together to deliver that, basically.
Excellent. It sounds all very good stuff. So what's your main messages to sort of our businesses who are unsure of joining the initiative or unsure of how to even go about starting to be sort of a greener business?
Yeah, there is. You've just hit the nail on the head, really, Nikki. People want to do something, but they're not sure what to do. Yeah. And I think I would go on the website. There's basically some kind of key principles like reducing energy. I've been amazed by the number of businesses that haven't got LED light bulbs yet. And at the moment, the way, this isn't just about being greener, better the planet. Actually, it saves money. If you use your resources efficiently and the energy stuff, you're just it's a win-win, isn't it?
Yeah.
So doing that basic stuff, and there's some good advice on there of what to do. So I just get going with that, because it'll just, you need to, the way prices are going and electric stuff. So definitely, that kind of stuff. I'd say also what I found with businesses, they are doing some good stuff, and they've got some really nice local products and greener stuff, but they sometimes don't point it out to their customers and communicate it. Get some signs on those local products, and the products that tell stories that you're really proud of, and on your menus when you're a restaurant, and the stuff that you're selling. So I think there's that, and I think we're doing more than we think in some ways as well. So I think that's where the branding and communicating with customers comes in.
Well, that's great. There's a lot of very useful advice there. As we said, I will put the website in the post as well once this podcast goes out. So please do check it out. Please join Green Street Initiative as well, and let's let Bradford lead the way.
Yeah, fantastic.
Thank you, Victoria, for joining us.